problem. You can see it's got a puddle all over here. So I've got to undo the electrical, take this off, change all the seals. All right, the first thing I've got to do so I don't electrocute myself is I'm going to just turn this off. You follow me? All right, so this is off now. And that means the power is off to it. And yeah, we're not getting any drip right now. So inside of here, there's a couple seals, and I've got to take it apart. I got to disconnect the electric, take that ground wire off, and I got this special kit for this type of system. So I'm hoping that I don't have a problem doing it. This is the first time I've done it, so it's going to be tough. So, you know, don't judge me. We're going to need these tools. This is a water-based lubricant that is going to go around this specific seal here with this porcelain. It's very important that you don't touch that. It's going to also go around this rubber part here. So this is used for these two. This other lubricant's used for this big one that we're going to put around that there. I'm going to need a 14 on this socket for those big bolts right there. I'm going to need a 1/4 for these babies right here, and for that nut up there, and for the nut on the on this ground. To undo the electrical, you're going to need a Phillips head, and you may need a flathead. And that's it. That's what we're going to do. See how we do. Should be fun. All right, so the first step is to take this housing off. Now I just turned this thing off, so it's super hot right now. You know what I mean? I might want to let it cool off for about a half hour, and then come back to do to unhook everything. All right, so I cleaned out the basket, and I did the filter, and give me a little time to try to let this cool off. But it's still hot as a pistol. I mean, it's hot. So you know, you really don't want to be handling it when it's that hot, because it's like, it'll burn your hands. So this is the kit I got. I bought it off Amazon. I've got some needle pliers and all those tools. You're going to probably need the flathead to pop this off of here, right here, and then the Phillips head you'll need to undo the electrical connections. And these you may need to pull the wires through this junction little thing here. All right, let's get to it. Let's do it. Okay, the first thing I've got to do is take this back casing off. So I'm going to use this tool here, and so I've got to go, righty is tighty, so I got to go lefty loosey. So I got to go lefty loosey. So I've got to set it so it'll come off. I'm going to go like that, right? So I'm going to put her on here and just spin her around. And it should come right out. I don't want to lose this stuff, so. And it gets a little stiff here, so I still have to use this. All right, there we are. There's that screw. I'm going to set that one over here. I don't want to lose it. Okay? So what I've done is I'm going to put it right down over there so I don't lose it. And then I'm going to come here, and we're going to get this one off. Oh, not get stuck here. When you watch the guys on the videos on YouTube, it's always perfectly easy to do, right? And yeah, it's never like that. All right, so now I just got to pop this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screwdriver. I'm going to try to get in there. And so let's try. I got a little bit sharper one, right? Let's get in there. Oh, there we go. I'm almost in. It does not want to come out of there. There we go. All right, I got it. See that? That is on there tight. Okay, so now this kind of slides off. So you see how it's got this little concave here, it kind of fits around that area there. Okay, so I'm going to take these 2 screws and I'm going to put them right inside here in this so that we know what we got. Let's set that to the side. That's the capacitor. You could discharge that if you wanted to. But what we've got to do is we've got to take off this green ground here. So we need a flathead for that. And then these 2 Phillips heads. You follow me? I'm going to get you a better, closer shot of that. So here's the electrical. There's the red, the black, and the ground there. Okay, so those all have to come out. We have to pull them through. Up here's another ground that we've got to take off. So right here, I just got to loosen this. I don't have to take it all the way out. I just got to get it loose. And then just pop it off. I may need the needle nose to get it off, you know what I mean? Just gonna pull it off like that. There we go. So that one's off, right? Now we've got to get these off. And these are a little bit easier because they just pull out. You see? I just have to loosen them like that. And then I should be able just to pull them out. Just like that. There's that one. And this one. Okay, so now we got them both out, right? So what I usually do is I'll just kind of get them straight like this so that they're that I can pull them through. Let's see if I can just pull them. And then I'll have to fix that. I'll have to put some tape on it. Push these over. So this is stuff you encounter. You just don't know if it's gonna, you know, if you're gonna be able to get it through. Ah, there we go. Oh God, I got it. Oh shit. So look, I've got a little bit of a compromise on this. I'm gonna have to wrap that really good before I can put it in. This we can just go ahead and take off. You follow me? Okay. So far so good, right? I think I can just loosen it with a screwdriver. You know what I mean? Lefty loosey. And then just pull it out. Okay, so we got the ground, we got that all done. Right, next we gotta pop these off. So we're gonna turn it, that's tightening, so we gotta switch it. Now we can loosen it. And I just get on here and just go around. You do have to loosen these because you're going to have to pull that housing off. And this is still really hot. So let me show you where I'm at here. One here, right? You really don't have a lot of room to work with. But this is really all you've got to, you don't really have a lot to take off. And my assistant is here now to help me. The top nuts are smaller than the bottom nuts because the bottom nuts go through the base. And I can just spin them. I mean, look. So that's pretty loose. Let me come over here so you can see this last one I'm going to do. Right down there. You see that? Right there. So these are longer. These ones down here are much longer. You'll see when I pull them out. So just remember that they got to go through the base. Okay, I'll show you guys, look. All right, so look here. This is the base here. So that's going through the foot of that base. So I'm going to pull it out. So that's long. And then we get this one out. And you're going to see that this one is a shorty. All right, and it's the same thing on this side. This one's short, right? And this one's long. Okay, we got it. All right, I'm gonna put these two in with those so we don't lose them. Right like that. Okay, so now we got the electrical off. Now we gotta take this off right here. So this is a clamp that holds these things two together. So I just gotta go lefty-loosey with it. And we're gonna take the handle completely off. Now, worst case scenario, if I can't get this thing fixed, I'll just take it to the pool shop and ask those guys to do it for me. Almost there. So it's got to come all the way out because I gotta pull it off of there. Almost there. There we go. Okay, don't want to lose this stuff, so let's hang on to it. And then this, we can just pull right out of there, I think. Maybe we gotta go this way. Oh, look, it's on there tight. So, you know, old stuff, man, there we go. All right, let's see if we can get it off now. I'm gonna pull it out this way. All right, so that's that, right? That's off. Now this whole thing should just come right off of there. We should be able to pull it right off. But I might wanna grab my gloves to do it. All right, so this is still pretty hot, man. So I'm gonna use these gloves to kind of pull it off. Hopefully it'll work. I'm gonna pull this up here right now. We don't want to lose anything, so. All right, so now I gotta set this over here so we don't lose anything. I'm just gonna kind of pop it off. That's it, right like that. There we are. And now, look, you can see what our problem is. It's this right here, look. See that? There's our problem right there, bam, done. You know, but we're gonna go ahead and replace everything anyway. I might only have to replace this. I mean, that's probably why we're getting a leak in there. You follow me? Because this is allowing water to get through there. So I think that's all we need to do. So, but we got to clean it up. So here, I'm gonna get this clean. Just like that. Now I could take this off and then pull that out of there and change everything. I mean, this is probably why we had the leak. You know, because water was getting in there. Because what this does is it spins on that inside and it pushes the water up through here, right? Yeah. I want to get it on here. Yeah, I mean, that could just be what our problem was. All right, I think we'll bring this inside because I can hear some thunder out here, and we'll work on it on the inside. So I brought everything in, and the next step is we've got to take this housing here off. You can see I need a flathead. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. You want to put them somewhere you won't lose them. This already came off of here, so we got that. And then, yeah, that's our next move. So let's go ahead and get these off. You want to save everything. Don't lose any of your screws. Okay, there's one. You can see it's already starting to come off. All right, notice that there's these like weird little washers. Don't lose those. And bam, there we go. Look at this. It's messy in here. All right, I think there's a bolt. Nope, there's no bolt. So now I have to, we got this off. Let's set it over here. Now what I've got to do, see this spins. I've got to stabilize the the armature, or the, I don't know, the shaft that runs back there. So to do that, we've got to kind of turn it. All right, so you can see there's like I can use a screwdriver here, or I don't know if, let me see. So I've got to stabilize that so that I can twist this off. Once I do that, I can turn this counterclockwise to release it. But until I do that, I can't get it out of there. You follow me? So you can see as I'm spinning this, this is spinning. So I got to stop that from spinning so that I can twist that off. So I'm going to try to use these needle nose pliers to stabilize that. I'm going to hold it here like that, and then twist this counterclockwise. Ah, got it. All right. So I got it, right? Let me put this on here again. And now I can go ahead and get that off of there. Follows me? So I'm holding it back here, but I really don't now. It's just spinning off. All right, there it is. Bam. And we got it. We did a good job. All right, let's set that there. All right, so far so good. For my first time ever doing something like this, I'm insane. Right now, this front housing should come right off, and this piece right here should come off. So what you want to do is you want to, all right, let me get here. You want to make sure that you've got video, or you can see exactly how it is. So this piece here should just pull right off. Well, it should come off, but it's not. That's weird. So I should be able to just pop this off. See how this is on here? Wow, it's on there really strong. Maybe I have to stabilize this to pull it off. Try again. Well, that's interesting. Let's see if I can use these channel locks. There we go. Okay. So I had to think about that. There we go. All right, so let's set that there for now. Okay. So far, so good, right? Slide this back. Right now, yeah, look at that. All right, so this should just pop out of here. But if it doesn't, then you might have to use a screwdriver to pop it. So you can see here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this right on here. I'm just going to pop it off of there. So we got to pop that off. I think if I just hit it, it should pop. Bam. Got it. Then you want to make sure that you clean it really good and that you got the rubber part, right? Yeah, there it is. And remember that this part goes this way. So now I've got to clean that out good. All right, so far so good, right? You want to make sure that, oh, look at that. There is a little compromise on it right there. So if you look inside here, there is like a little, like a burr right there. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll put it all back together and see if it works. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna put some gloves on. All right, so this is our GO-KIT, and we want to get this stuff out of here without contaminating it, which is a pain in the butt because look, it's all stuck in here. You don't want to touch this porcelain thing because you'll, see this? That is not, I don't like that. So I'm going to use this. I'm trying not to touch any of this stuff. Okay, so I've got to get this piece here inside there. I'm going to put some gloves on to do it because I don't want to get any of my, you don't want the porcelain to be touched at all. I've got to grease up that part there and then smush it in. And this is what we're going to use right here. This is an all-purpose lubricant. Supposedly this is water-based. All right, so this is going to go in this way. Notice I've got gloves on. I don't want to touch this part of it, but I do want to grease this up, all right? So I'm going to slide this over, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this lubricant on it, okay? And I'm going to get some on here, and then we're going to work it on the on this, around this here. I'm going around, getting it on there. I want to get it on there good. Try not to touch the porcelain part of it. I think we're good. Now what I've got to do, I got to drop it down in there like that. And then I'm going to use something soft to push it in all the way. And we want to get it all the way in there. And that should be it right there. So now that looks good. I want to make sure I got it in. You got to use something like this, really soft. Just make sure you get it in there. Just like that. And that should be our new seal. This was our old one. You can see it's basically the exact same thing, right? And you want this part facing out. You can see this one's looks, I don't know if it was, this one didn't look that bad. And then I think I need to bolt it in. I just want to make sure that I've got it in there good. Let's look on this side. You can see, looks like it's smushed in there pretty good. Of course, I never know. Let me just put a little more pressure on it. Make sure it's in. I mean, that's got to be it, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this back on here. I'm going to bolt it on. So, oh yeah, there's a washer here. Look at this. There's this washer. And man, this really looks like this doesn't look good at all. But I'm there's not a washer in here. This did not come with a washer like this. So I'm going to try to clean this one off a little bit and put it back on. You can see that this is really, I mean, this is a mess in here. I probably really need a new motor, you know? Oh my God. So the water's been getting in here for I don't know how long. It does not look good though, does it? I mean, I don't have a new motor, so I'm gonna have to try to put this back together and see if it works. I mean, that's all we can do right now. You can see that this is all corroded. I wonder if I can clean that shaft a little bit better. I mean, I don't know, man. Do I need a new motor? I mean, is that gonna work? I mean, take a look at the shaft on this. That doesn't look very good, does it? It looks like I'm getting, I don't know if I can clean that off or what. I mean, the only thing we can do is put it together and hopefully, you know, we don't, I mean, you can see that that does not look good at all. All right, so we got to put this washer on here. I mean, I should be changing this whole friggin' motor, but I'm gonna see if I can get it to work because I'm flying out tomorrow to Padre Island, so I don't have the luxury of trying to find a friggin' motor. All right, so let's see if we can get this on straight without fucking it up. Okay, I think I'm in there. And now I just gotta get my bolts. So let me set this over here. I'm gonna get my top bolt. So I'm getting these bolts back in. I'm using the shorties. They go on the top. right? So we're just going to connect this housing. Okay, now I've got to slide this up. Oh shit, that wasn't good. I got to slide it up onto here. Slide this over. Oh man, I don't want to screw up that over here. This has got to go right next to that, right? Because I got to put them. I got to put the longer bolts in the bottom, in here. There we go. He follows me. So I'm just getting him in there. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Tighten it up a little bit. Get the other one. Let's turn it. See if you can see. I'm going to go on this side now. Down there, right? I can find it. This is the problem with this thing, man. Okay, I think I'm doing good. This may be just a temporary fix until I get a new motor. All right, so now we're going to get these, tighten it down. And I'm going around and like I'm not tightening them completely, so that I just kind of snug them up. That's all right. So let's center over here. Now we're looking good. Now we can come over here, and we've got to put this piece right here on. You follow me? Okay. So next we're gonna grab this bad boy right here, and I've got to put some sealant on it, and then it's gonna go on like this. You follow me? See this little ridge here? That ridge has got to go that way. So I got to put some GO-KIT on it. So let me set it there. And I'm going to get some on here. And we're going to put some on there. Not a lot. So here we go. Okay, we got it nice and juicy. And now this is going to set right on there. So now I'm just going to put it right on here. Just like that. Bam, done. Now we're looking good. Now, I've got to put this on. I might clean, so it's going to go, it goes like this. This part here, I've got to screw onto that right there. And I'm going to have to use my needle noses on the back to lock it out like I showed you. So that's the next step, all right? And let me show you what I'm going to do back here. Okay, so you can see I've got those hooked on the shaft, right? And now I got to spin that thing on. And I think that this, I think I might go counterclockwise with it. I think that's what they said. I tried to clean. I guess I could. It looks pretty clean. I think it's, let's put it on. I'm going to hold here, right? Can you see I'm holding here? And then I'm just going to get it on here. I think I go righty-tighty with it. And you don't want to go too super tight. Just get it snug. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's good. And I'll show you guys over here. Like when I twist it, you'll see this spin here, watch. You see that? So we seem to be okay. I'm hoping. I don't know. We'll find out when we put it all together. I'll cross your fingers I didn't screw up. So now we've got to put this back on, right? So this, look all the junk in there. That's all dirty in there. Look, it's all smushed. But I mean, I don't think it has to, it needs to be, you just got to look at that. That doesn't look good either. But we got all new stuff, so let's turn it so you guys can see. So now I've got to get this back on there. So I've got my screws over here. I don't think I need these anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and just take them off. I mean, this has been a comedy of errors, really, to tell you the truth. I really should have completely replaced this, but I'm flying to Padre Island. My dad's sick, and I have to leave tomorrow, so I've got to have it working. You know what I mean? I got to have it working before I leave. So I'm not going to tighten these down all the way. I'm just going to start them. I just got to get, if I get 2 in, then I should be good, right? But you never know. I mean, shit, stuff's so old. Okay, we're looking good. Get all my screws over here so I don't have to reach in front of the camera. So you're seeing the inner workings of the pull pumpage. Like I said, this is the first time I've done that. Whenever you do anything with old stuff, I mean, shit, I should have just bought a new motor. But you know, the housing too, I think I may have to replace the whole system. That's what I'm gonna do when I come back. And I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Because you know what? You can do it yourself. You just gotta figure it out, you know? I'm not trying to go too tight with these because I don't wanna break the housing or crack anything because it's a million years old. So as you see, I'm going around. Just give them a little tighty, tight. My age, you can't see where the shit. I think we're good. That's it. Now we just got to take it outside and put it back together. Put it on the pump. You know what I mean, jelly beans? We got to bring this because we got to use this one here on here, and then we got to put this bigger one right here that's going to go around. And hopefully our problems are solved. I don't know if they're going to be or not. I'm going to take all my tools out there first. All right, so anyway, it rained last night. So I covered all those up, so there should be no water inside there. I covered it with that. Otherwise, I might get electrocuted. So, yeah, so I got to clean that up first. Let's get to it. Let's bring our motor out and put it on there. All right, I got our motor. There we are. Okay. Now we got to put it on there. All right, so I've got to switch out 2 of these thingamabobs right here. So let's get it out of there. So I need the big one, and I need the small one, and I need the lubricant. All right, so we've got the lubricant here. So I need to lube this up. This one's got to get lubed up, and then it's going to go right on there. Doesn't look very big, right? But yeah, let's lube it. Let's get some lube on it. So I'm just going to lube this bad boy up. Get it nice and lubey. Lubination. I mean, it's got to be better than the one that was on there that was decrepit and falling apart. Okay, so that one's on, right? The right one. I think I need this one here. Just want to make sure it fits first. Okay, so you got to look and see if it's the same. This one's a little bit bigger. And this one's a little bit smaller. But this one is the only one that's going to fit in there, right? So let's go ahead and pull this one out. Let's make sure that they're exactly the same size they are. So this one we just pulled out. Now we could just clean that off and put it back in there because it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's yeah, no, it's not good. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's lube it up. Get some lube. And we're gonna lube around. Lubinate it. And then we'll smush it in there. Hopefully that'll be all we need. I think it's pretty lubey. All right, let's smush her in. Starting at the top, working my way around. All right, I think we're good. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's good. That is good. Now we can smush it together. All right, let's see if we can get this together. All right, here we go. Okay, that's good. Now we've got to smush it in there. We got to get it like that. Okay, now we got to take our collar. All right, we got to slide her around. Got to get this collar in here like that. And it kind of reaches around and grabs it. Okay, so once I get that little nub there, I can start twisting this on it. And then I can kind of slide this, I think. I just want to make sure I've got it all the way around. And then I think I can just twist her on there. And you can see here, let me show you. This is kind of closing the gap a little bit. Oh, I just hope this works. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. But do it yourself, save money, and then call a professional. You know what I mean? Do it yourself, save money, then call a professional. Probably be calling my friend Sven to come over here. So this is just basically clamping it down. Jeez Louise. I don't know how tight I should get that. I'm thinking I'm okay, but I could be wrong. I mean, this is kind of like pulling it together. Okay, that looks good. And since we're up here, I might as well put this ground wire on, which is this one here. And it's going to go right in there, just like that. If I can get it in there. And then tighten her down. So close. All right, I think that's going to work. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is put this junction box on. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. And then we'll force the thing through there. So I'm going to be right there. Now I've got to get these wires through there, which is, man, oh man, this is the hard part. This is the hard part. Get them straight. And then we just go through here. Oh God. There we go. Oh, we're coming. It's coming. I gotta pull it away from this stuff. Otherwise, here we go. All right, keep going. This wire is so hard. Okay. We got our black wire, our red wire. Red wire goes up top. All right, black wire goes here. And green wire, which is our ground, goes on the bottom. So let's smush this around. Pull her down. Now you're gonna need your needle nose, right? And what I do, let's bend these out of the way, is I'm gonna crimp this so it kind of goes around the screw like that. And then now I can put it around that screw right there, just like that. I don't want to screw up this board, you know what I mean? So you gotta be careful. There we go. Now we just gotta tighten it down here. There. That's that's that. Right now, got to get our red wire in here, and I think we can smush it right in there, like that. Okay, I've got to get it in there. It'll go in. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm in. Now let's crank her down. Okay, that's that. Last but not least, we got I gotta get this under there. Shit. Fucking ground's in the way. Alright, so can I smush the ground out of the way? Okay. I think that's cool. Just pushed it back a little bit. Now let's get this in there. I guess I gotta loosen this so it goes in easier. Now I can tighten it. There we go. Alright. Okay, that's that. Okay. I think we're doing good. Alright, last thing. We gotta put our, the last thing we gotta do is put the housing on, right? And so it's gotta fit around that. It goes around this part here. Like that. Right now all we gotta do is get these in there. And then cross our fingers and see if it works. You know what I mean? Let's crank them down. Switch it to tighty. My honey is watering everything else. That's what that water sound is. Okay. Alright, this one. Might be better if I just use a screwdriver. Alright, that's it. Done. Alright, now the question is, will it work? Oh my god. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to put some lubricant on this. Screw it. Give it a little lubricant. I mean, that's what that gasket is for. Alright, so we're good. Alright, are you guys ready? Let's see if it works. Cross your fingers. Well, so far so good. There we go, that's good. Good pressure. Alright, now the question is, are we leaking? No, we're not. We're looking good. Alright, check it out, you guys. We fixed it. We did it ourselves. I did not have to call the pool guy. Yay! But, oh my god, I'm so happy right now. You have no idea. Alright, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos where I fix stuff I've never fixed before. Peace out.